What happens when fame, success, and real-life consequences collide in Hollywood? In this video, we look at well-known celebrities who faced legal trouble and served time in jail or prison. These stories are not about judgment, but about understanding how actions can lead to consequences, even for famous people. By the end, you'll see how careers can change, recover, or evolve over time. When we think about celebrities, we often imagine a life of success, red carpets, big movies, luxury homes, millions of fans. But behind that image, celebrities are still human. They make choices, sometimes good, sometimes not. And in some cases, those choices can lead to serious legal consequences. In today's video, we are going to talk about several well-known celebrities who served time in jail or prison. This is not about criticizing anyone. It is about understanding how real-life decisions can affect careers, reputations, and personal lives. And also how some people try to rebuild after difficult moments. Let's begin. Felicity Huffman. First, let's talk about Felicity Huffman. She is widely known for her role in the TV show Desperate Housewives, where she gained strong recognition for her performance. In 2019, she became involved in a major college admissions scandal in the United States. According to court reports, she paid money to have her daughter's SAT test scores altered. This situation quickly became national news and sparked conversations about fairness in education. Huffman later accepted responsibility for her actions and chose to plead guilty. As part of her sentence, she served about 11 days in federal prison, along with other penalties. While the jail time was relatively short, the impact on her public image was significant. The case received a lot of media attention and public reaction. Many people viewed it as an example of how pressure around academic success and competition can sometimes lead individuals to make poor decisions. After completing her sentence, Huffman stayed mostly out of the spotlight for some time. Gradually, she began returning to acting, taking small steps toward rebuilding her career and public image. Lori Loughlin. Next is Lori Loughlin, widely recognized for her role in the TV show Full House. She was also involved in the same college admissions scandal that gained national attention. Lori Loughlin and her husband were accused of paying large sums of money to help their daughters secure admission into a university through improper means. The case quickly became one of the most talked about legal stories in entertainment news. At first, Loughlin denied the charges and chose to fight the case in court. This decision led to extended legal proceedings and increased public scrutiny. Over time, however, she changed her approach and decided to plead guilty. In 2020, she was sentenced and served about 2 months in federal prison. Compared to some other cases, the sentence was relatively short, but the overall impact on her reputation and career was significant. Her situation shows how legal matters can become more complex when they move through the court system. Early decisions, such as whether to fight or settle a case, can influence both the outcome and public response. Lindsay Lohan. Now let's talk about Lindsay Lohan. She became famous at a young age, especially after starring in films like Mean Girls. Her early success made her one of the most recognized young stars in Hollywood at the time. However, as her career grew, she also faced several personal and legal challenges. These included driving-related offenses and probation violations. Because of these issues, Lohan had multiple short stays in jail over the years. Teresa Giudice. Teresa Giudice, from the reality show The Real Housewives of New Jersey, also faced serious legal trouble that gained national attention. She and her husband were charged with financial fraud, including allegations related to bankruptcy and false financial statements. After the case moved forward, Teresa Giudice chose to plead guilty, accepting responsibility for her role in the situation. Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton is another well-known name. In 2007, she was sentenced to jail for violating probation related to a driving offense. She spent about 3 weeks in jail. At the time, the story received massive media attention. It was discussed across news channels and entertainment shows. After that period, Hilton continued building her brand and business ventures. Jen Shah. Jen Shah, from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, was involved in a telemarketing fraud case. She was accused of running a scheme that affected many people. In 2023, she was sentenced to prison. This case highlighted how financial crimes can have wide-reaching impacts. It also showed how reality TV fame does not protect someone from legal accountability. Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart is known more for business and lifestyle than acting, but she has had a strong influence in entertainment culture. In 2004, she served time in prison related to a stock trading case. Her situation was widely discussed because of her public image at the time. After her release, she returned to business and media successfully. Her story is often seen as an example of rebuilding after legal challenges. Heidi Fleiss. Heidi Fleiss, sometimes called the Hollywood Madam, became famous due to her connection with high-profile clients. She was later charged with financial crimes, including tax-related issues. She served time in federal prison. Her story shows how connections to celebrity culture can bring attention, but also scrutiny. Michelle Rodriguez. Michelle Rodriguez, known for the Fast and Furious films, also had legal issues in the past. These included driving-related offenses and probation violations. She served short jail sentences on more than one occasion. Over time, she continued acting and remained part of successful film franchises. Her journey shows how careers can continue even after legal setbacks. Lil' Kim. Finally, Lil' Kim. While mainly known as a rapper, she has also appeared in films and TV. She served about 10 months in prison in the mid-2000s. Her charges were related to perjury and conspiracy. After her release, she returned to music and entertainment. Her story reflects how artists sometimes rebuild their careers after difficult periods. What can we learn from these stories? Now let's take a step back. All these stories are different. Different people, different situations, different outcomes. But they share one thing in common: actions can lead to consequences. If you found this video interesting, you might enjoy the next one, where we explore more real-life stories behind fame and public image. Feel free to like, subscribe, and stay connected for more simple and balanced content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.